let's go to Seoul in the summer.
I am at Seoul National University right now. I had to come here for my internship and I just wanted to stick around and explore the place a little bit. So it's been around since like 1945 or 1946 or something. You can really like see the nature, how it's like grown into the campus. SNU is the #1 university in Korea, and in order to get into a school like this, they had to be top of their class and they had to get like a perfect score on their Suneung, which is like the SAT of Korea, but the SAT of Korea they can only take once a year. So a lot of people have to do Jesu, which is they push it back a year and then retake it. The college you get into is determined by your scores only. And if you mess up on some questions here and there, like you're basically in trouble. I mean, American students have a lot more of like extracurriculars, other things like that, which is stressful in a different way, but I feel like you can still prove yourself even if you don't have the scores. But here, if you're not good at studying, I mean, I'm sure you can still succeed, but it's just really hard. And it's hard to live in Seoul in general just because the housing prices are so much and the city is so small. And it's just really populated that's hard to make it here. So if you don't have a college background, college degree, I can't imagine how hard it is to basically survive in the city. But yeah, I think just learning a lot so far about Korean culture and that it's not so glamorized. I mean, I knew that coming here, but just seeing it in person is very different, I think. A lot of Korean movies and dramas have that commentary of like the gap between the rich and the poor. It's a very big topic in their entertainment. So it's not exactly glamorized, but like when people like K-pop fans or people talk about Korea, it's like always like, wow, it's so amazing. It's a great city. Like I want to live there, but it's also really hard to live here, I think. And there's like good and bad, just like any other country. So, but yeah, those are my insights. Yeah, another great day in Seoul.
What if it's all just pretend? My next surprise 하듯 날 놀래키려는 계획 이라면 이런 모든 삶은 이제는 돼. Why don't you trust your own senses maybe? 안 그럴 수밖에 모든 게 너무 돌아갔잖아. 내 티켓을 끊지도 않아. 근데 what a wonderful scene. I hope it lasts forever. Time is like a fire. 매일같이 틀어줘 하나도 질리니까. Suddenly my life was turned around like a movie. It was once I met you up, but 이제 이미 속아무슨 살겠지. So won't you stop shooting a movie. 전부가 정말 준비돼.
How long have you been in Korea?
It's been over a year and a half. I think I was in the like kind of same shoes as you. Like I wanted to embrace that other side of me, like culturally. And I knew that living in Korea would be very difficult. When I first came to Korea, like I could only pretty much introduce myself and order food for myself. I really struggled to kind of adapt to not just like learning the language but just the culture of everything and just being here. First it was definitely like very difficult because like as I mentioned before, like the culture difference is just so it's like huge gap. I think more than just like exploring Korea, I was exploring like who I was and like who I am and my identity. And like because it's the first time like I live by myself or I'm living by myself, and it was hard because so used to living at home with my parents. Like I think like I just learned that I was more introverted than I thought. I get drained by people really easily.
It's probably even more draining when you have to like nunchiba everyone. And, like,
Yeah.
the right
I always second guess things when I'm like speaking
Yeah.
Korean because you know how they give like formalities and stuff. Like, oh, did I mess that up? Like, oh, did I pronounce that correctly? It's like very draining.
It is very draining. So that probably adds on to the introversion too.
For sure.
Honestly, I think as a foreigner, it's pretty hard to acclimate here too.
Honestly, I've been here for a while, but like, I still feel like I'm adjusting. Like, I still feel like I moved here like not too long ago, and I'm still like getting to know Korea. I lived 18 years of my life in America, yet I still feel like
Right?
I'm not American enough, and I'm not Korean enough. So like, I'm always in that gray area.
One of my English teachers from like 10th grade told me was like, whenever you have like a dash in between, like your identity is like Korean dash American. It's always hard to like fully identify with one side.
Oh, definitely. But at the same time, it's a good thing because then we get to experience more sides of like who we are. Like
true.
we're well-rounded, dynamic personalities. Like we have like different cultures that are blending together, which I think is a good thing.
I think so too.
No BGM. I come in.
I like Busan better than Seoul. I realize Seoul is so busy and there's a lot going on, but here it's like the air is better. There's cuter village things, and I don't know, it's just more homey. I definitely want to come back. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm learning a lot more than I thought about the parallels and big differences there are between America and Korea, and this trip has opened my eyes to something other than what I'm used to, something different from what I'm used to.
My first solo trip taught me that it's okay to put myself out there because the right people in the right circumstances and the right situations will embrace me.
It's supposed to be candid. It's supposed to be candid. And there were no zombies, so that's good.
Hi, Sarah.
Why are you laughing?
Okay, let me do it.